guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about how I achieve my flawless base. So if y'all want to see how I achieve this entire base makeup look, then please keep watching and let's get into it. Hey guys, so I've already cleansed my face. So basically I've used a toner and a moisturizer. I've also got some eye cream. So getting into the foundation video, I'm going to first prime my face. Now, since I have oily skin, I can go in with a silicone-based primer or an oil primer also. So I think today I'm going to go with a more silicone-based primer. I'm going to go in with the primer from Colorbar. So I'm going to take just little of the primer on my fingers, massage it, and just gently massage it into my face. You need very little primer, honestly. Some don't even believe in primer, but like, I think primer works for me. Make sure you don't forget your neck. You want a smooth application on your neck as well. Okay, so now that you've got your primer placed down, I'm going to go in with some color correcting because I feel like I have some discoloration like under my eyes and all. So I'm going to go in with some color corrector. For color correcting, I'm going to use the LA Pro Conceal color corrector in the shade orange. Now for color correcting, I'm going to place this color corrector basically only on the areas where I feel like I need, where I have discoloration and I need to color correct them, like my under eyes and stuff. I feel like I even have like some discoloration here. Might as well get rid of that. This pimple area. Okay, so now that my color corrector is placed, I'm going to go in with the damp beauty blender and blend all of that in. Now that I feel that my color corrector is like blended, I'm going to go in with some foundation. So I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation. This is my favorite foundation. I love it. Like, it's just perfect. Okay, also I'm in the shade Sun Beige. Always shake it. Now you can also go in with this like a brush, but I'm going to go in with my sponge and stamp it on. I feel like my beauty blender gives a better coverage than a brush. I'm not going to focus too much on my forehead because like I have a fringe, so like my fringe is going to like cover my forehead, so there's no point in me putting a lot of foundation over there. Keep blending this till it's nice and seamless. Never forget your neck because otherwise you'll just look, your face will look a different color and your neck will look a different color. So never forget your neck. Always make sure to blend your neck as well. Okay, now that I feel that my foundation is placed down nicely, I'm gonna go in with my eyebrows. Okay, so for my eyebrows, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Brow Pomade. And for that, I'm gonna use a normal spoolie. And I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows. So I'm brushing them up like, so I have very little brow hair, but like, we're gonna make this work. So I'm doing my brows now so that when I do my concealer, I can clean it up nicely. Taking a small angle brush and I'm just taking a little bit of that pomade on my brush and I'm going to first outline my brows. So I'm going to go underneath first. As you can see, you need a very light hand with this. Don't go like, running into it. Go with a light hand. You can extend it as long as you want, but I'm going to keep it like, with my natural eyebrow shape. Fill in the ends. You can also use soap brows, like that also keeps your eyebrows stay in put. In fact, that's a much more better option if your eyebrows don't listen to you. So that's a much better option to go with. But today we're just gonna keep it simple. So as you can see, I'm going darker on the tip of the eyebrow because I want like a gradient finish. Now that I've got my my outline in place, I'm just going to start filling it in. Basically fill in all the empty spaces. Once again, take your spoolie and brush it all in place. This is done so that the product distributes evenly. So there you go, you can see the difference between this brow and this brow. Okay, now that this eyebrow is done, I'm gonna do this and I'll be right back. Okay, now that my eyebrows are done, I'm gonna go in with some concealer. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with the LA Pro Conceal in the shade Pure Beige. This is one of my favorite concealers. So for concealer, I'm gonna place it in my inner corners. And I'm gonna place it on my outer corners. And I'm gonna drag it out because I want to highlight that outer part. Repeating the same on the other eye. Adding it down my nose, my chin, little bit on my cupid's bow, little bit here. Give that chiseled cheekbone shape. And under my eyebrows as well. So this is basically, I'm going to frame my eyebrows with this. Now that we got that in place, I'm going to go back in and blend with my damp beauty blender. Now using the butt of my beauty blender to blend out all the harsh lines. That is if I have any. We're going to go with some highlighting concealer. And for highlighting concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in this shade Honey. As you can see, like I'm almost over. Like it's literally over. It's over. I've used it that much. But I think this might be the last of it. So I'm just going to highlight my under eyes, the bridge of my nose. See, I would highlight on my forehead as well, but since I'm going to put my fringe down, I don't find it necessary to apply product there. I'm going to skip that. My chin and my cupid's bow, little bit on the under the contour line. So this, will show like I'm carving out my face. So this is basically to highlight the the highest points of your face. Once again, going in with the damp beauty blender and blending, blending, blending. Now that I've blended all my highlighted areas, I am going to go in with some cream contour. See, for cream contour, you can go with any cream contour, I believe, but just don't go too dark, I would say. You can go in with some, shades that are maybe 1 or 2 tones darker than your actual skin tone. So it looks more natural and more, polished. It looks more polished. So I'm going to go on my cheekbones. You never want to go too low. Always the higher, if you go, the better. Like always blend also upwards only. And always make sure that it connects to the hairline. So on the jawline, I connect it and drag it to my forehead because it should not just look like, there's just a line of, contour. It should look seamless, like as if like it's natural. So for the nose, when I'm doing it, I like to connect it to my eyebrows. So I'll go like this. As you can see, I'm going to connect it to my brows. And I'm going to bring it down to a V. Now that that's done, I'm going to go back with a damp beauty blender and blend all of that in. Once again, when you're blending, blend upward and blend it into your hairline. Now use the back of your beauty blender to just blend all the harsh lines. So now that all the cream products are placed down, I'm going to go in with some setting powder. I'm going to take the setting powder on my it's my damp beauty blender and just take some powder. As you can see, I'm placing this powder only on the places I've placed my concealer. Also going to take very little powder and set my necklace because we did place some foundation there. So you need to set all the cream products. So I'm going to just take the contour powder and place it exactly on the places where I've got my contour. for contour, you just need like a darker, like again, like same like the contour shade, like a darker 1-2 shades darker compact powder will also work. For my nose also, I'm just going to go in with a smaller brush and just, shape out the nose. So now that the face is nice and contoured, for my base, I'm also going to go in with some blush. Okay, so now I've taken my fluffy brush, taken a little bit of blush. I'm going to hold it at the end and just go in circular motion. Also, if you go overboard with blush, remember that you can always fix it. All you need is some translucent powder and put some translucent powder on the areas where you feel like you've got too much blush, and it will even it out. Okay, so now that the blush is placed down, I'm gonna go in back with my damn beauty blender and I'm just gonna use the butt of it to blend all of the harsh lines in. Now for the final part about your entire base makeup routine is highlighter. So I'm gonna go in with my champagne highlighter, and this I'm gonna place on my cheekbones, on the bridge of my nose, on the eyebrow, on the arch of my eyebrow, on my cupid's bow, little bit on the tip of my nose, and yeah, that's it. And that is it. And we've got our flawless base ready. And this is the final look. As you can see, my base looks pretty glowy, yet matte, yet it basically looks very flawless. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.